Is that what he's feeling? But he signed a real fight.
So it's for sure.
Yes, the contract that we signed is a real fight.
Real fight. Okay. Yeah, because I know he said
I want to fight. I want to fight an exhibition.
no exhibition.
Is looking shaky, to say the least, for Mayweather versus Pacquiao. Now you have an interview with ESPN and Floyd Mayweather Promotions' new and current CEO.
I retired from the sport, and I didn't let the sport retire me. I'm always gonna put myself in a position now to where just like I was doing when I was fighting at the high.
The first official Netflix press conference and face-off between Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao just took place, and sources claim it became absolutely heated between both fighters. Reports suggest the event happened at the Sphere in Las Vegas yesterday, with Netflix executives, both fighters, and their teams present. People who attended say the tension was immediate the moment Floyd and Manny entered the room. Insiders claim this wasn't the friendly reunion everyone expected, but was personal, intense, and set the tone for what's coming September 19th. Sources say Netflix organized the press conference specifically to address the confusion around whether this fight is a professional bout or just an exhibition. Insiders claim Netflix Vice President of Sports Gabe Spitzer opened the event by confirming this is a sanctioned professional fight with Floyd's 50-0 record officially on the line. According to people in attendance, Spitzer made it crystal clear that Netflix invested massive money into this event because it's a real fight, not another exhibition cash grab. Reports suggest Spitzer said something close to this being the biggest professional boxing match Netflix will ever stream.
Retired Manny. Manny didn't retire from boxing. There's a difference. So, of course, if I was Manny Pacquiao, would I be chasing Floyd Mayweather to do an exhibition to get a good payday? Absolutely. Absolutely I will. I'm going to continue to do what I want to do.
Floyd Mayweather apparently remained stone-faced during Netflix's opening remarks, according to witnesses. People who were there say Floyd looked uncomfortable the entire time. Spitzer was talking about it being a professional fight. Sources claim Floyd's body language completely shifted when the professional fight aspect was emphasized. He crossed his arms, leaned back in his chair, and refused to make eye contact with anyone on stage. Insiders say this was the first sign that Floyd was not happy with how Netflix was framing the event.
But like I said before, there's no blueprint on how to beat Floyd Mayweather, and he can tell you that himself. You're gonna have to take the whole room together. You're gonna have to put the whole world in the ring to beat me. I'm the best.
Manny Pacquiao reportedly had the opposite energy, according to reports. Sources say Manny was smiling, waving to media members, and looking directly at Floyd the entire time. People in attendance claim Manny seemed eager to address the exhibition versus professional fight controversy publicly. According to insiders, Manny's team had prepared specific talking points about the contract and making sure Floyd couldn't back out or change the terms at the last minute.
So that's a prestigious accomplishment in boxing. And I'm not trying to boast what I have accomplished in life, but I'm just saying this to repeat. They might forget that accomplishment. So to be the greatest boxer in the world is to.
Then came the first question from the media, and that's when everything exploded according to witnesses. Reports suggest a reporter from ESPN asked Floyd directly whether he agrees this is a professional fight or still considers it an exhibition like he said last week. Sources claim Floyd hesitated for several seconds before answering, creating awkward silence in the room.
I'm special. We joke, we plan. Until we get hit with one of those big shots, then there's no more joking. I retired for a reason. I'm here to have fun and enjoy myself.
People watching say Floyd finally responded with something like, "Listen, I've been retired since 2017. Whatever Netflix wants to call it is their business. I'm here to entertain and make money. The labels don't matter to me."
This version of you beats the version of Floyd Mayweather that exists today?
You know, it's hard to talk about the fighter who...
Manny Pacquiao apparently interrupted Floyd mid-answer. According to insiders, sources say Manny grabbed his microphone and said loudly, "No, Floyd, the label matters because you signed a contract for a real fight. Stop lying to people." Reports suggest the room went completely silent after Manny's interruption. People in attendance claim you could feel the tension immediately spike as Floyd stared at Manny with visible anger. According to witnesses, Floyd's team tried to calm him down, but Floyd waved them off and leaned forward toward his microphone.
He has his own strategy, so but maybe he thinks that I'm going to take him lightly.
Do you think it has anything to do with the record, his record, that it might be in danger?
Oh yeah, just to make I think to make me easy, like the way I prepare, the way I train, like that.
Floyd's response was reportedly aggressive and personal. Insiders claim Floyd said something close to, "Manny, I already beat you once when it mattered. I embarrassed you in front of the world in 2015. Why would I need to prove anything against you again? You're just desperate for another payday before you retire for good." Sources say Manny's face turned red after Floyd's comments. People watching claim Manny started responding in Tagalog before his translator stopped him and reminded him to speak English for the media.
He got famous because they said this could be the guy that could possibly dethrone the king. Did it happen?
Manny's comeback apparently focused on Floyd's age and declining skills. Reports suggest Manny said, "You're 49 years old, Floyd, your legs are gone, your reflexes are slow. In 2015, I had a torn shoulder, and you still barely won on the scorecards. Now I'm healthy, and you're old. That's why you're scared to call this a real fight." According to witnesses, the media members started asking follow-up questions immediately. Then Netflix's moderator stepped in to restore order and moved to the next topic. The contract discussion became a major focus, according to sources. Insiders claim a reporter from The Athletic asked both fighters to confirm what the actual signed contract says about the fight being professional or exhibition.
Like, this would have never happened on an exhibition. It would have never happened. Manny would never want to do an exhibition. That's just a no-no when it comes to Floyd, right? It's either a pro fight or it's nothing. And
Manny's promoter, Josh Mathur, apparently stood up and pulled out physical contract papers. Reports suggest Mathur read directly from the contract, stating it clearly defines this as a sanctioned professional bout under Nevada State Athletic Commission rules, with 3 judges scoring and the result counting on both fighters' official records. Floyd Mayweather's legal team reportedly looked shocked when Mathur pulled out the contract. Sources say Floyd's lawyer Leonard Ellerby immediately requested a sidebar conversation with Floyd. People in attendance claim Ellerby and Floyd had a heated whispered exchange for about 30 seconds before Floyd waved him off. According to insiders, Floyd then said into the microphone, "I don't care what the paper says. My legacy is already cemented at 50-0. Manny can't touch that no matter what happens in September."
We're going to do it again, and hopefully we're going to entertain the people.
Right, and as far as that, what's it going to be like fighting him again, like 11 years later now?
It's just, I never really took any abuse, in the sport of.
Then came the financial questions, according to reports. Sources say a reporter asked both fighters to confirm their guaranteed purses. Floyd refused to answer directly, but mentioned he's getting paid more than his Conor McGregor fight in 2017. Insiders claim Floyd said something about being the biggest draw in combat sports history and Netflix knowing his value. People watching say Floyd emphasized that he makes more money in one night than most fighters make in their entire careers.
I mean, that's usually what I heard from them, that I'm easy opponent, I'm easy to beat. But the thing is, when we get to the ring, it changes. It will change the way it is. And that's the thing. But
Manny Pacquiao's response to the money question was apparently different. Reports suggest Manny said he's not fighting for money anymore. He's fighting to correct history and give the fans the real fight they deserved in 2015. According to sources, Manny mentioned his shoulder injury from the first fight and how he couldn't throw his signature left-hand combinations. Insiders claim Manny said, "This time, I'm 100% healthy. Floyd won't be able to run away for 12 rounds like he did before."
He won't be able to go to 8 or 10. Try to land a shot. I may not let him land one punch. It's all up to me. It's all on what I want to do. Remember, I'm the puppet master. I'm always in control, no matter what.
Floyd's reaction to the running away comment was reportedly intense. Sources say Floyd stood up from his chair and pointed at Manny while saying, "Running away? I gave you a boxing lesson. I made you look like an amateur." The only reason you lasted 12 rounds is because I wanted to give the fans their money's worth instead of knocking you out early. People in attendance claim security personnel immediately moved closer to the stage in case the situation escalated physically.
Let my punches, my fists say anything in the ring. And before I end this, of course, we will work hard. We train hard for this fight. We were not gonna take him lightly or underestimate him.
The face-off moment was scheduled for after the question period, according to insiders. Reports suggest Netflix had planned a simple, respectful face-off with both fighters posing for photos. But sources say the energy had gotten so hostile during the press conference that the face-off became extremely tense. People watching claim both fighters walked towards center stage very slowly, maintaining eye contact the entire time with serious expressions. When Floyd and Manny came face-to-face, sources say neither fighter looked away or backed down. Insiders claim the face-off lasted almost 2 full minutes, which is unusually long for press conference face-offs. According to witnesses, Floyd said something under his breath that only Manny could hear. Reports suggest Manny responded by stepping even closer, putting their foreheads almost touching. People in attendance say security had to step between them and gently separate both fighters. After the face-off separated, sources claim Manny raised his fist in the air toward the crowd while Floyd just turned around and walked off stage without posing for more photos. Insiders report that Floyd left the venue immediately with his team following behind. People who were there say Manny stayed on stage for another 10 minutes doing individual interviews with media members and taking photos with Netflix executives. The aftermath of the press conference has been massive on social media, according to reports. Sources say clips of Manny interrupting Floyd and calling him a liar went viral within minutes, generating over 5 million views in the first hour. Insiders claim the hashtag #NetflixMayPac was trending #1 worldwide on Twitter by the time the press conference ended. People analyzing the events say this confrontation did exactly what Netflix wanted. It made the fight feel personal and real, instead of just another exhibition money grab.
Man. Oh, they ain't got no choice but to really
Pacquiao
fight.
really want to beat him still, so I don't think he ain't gonna be able to say
Does
easy
this
shit.
count for Floyd record? Yeah.
Yeah.
But this how I was
some of
them shits be saying it don't count on
Exhibition fights. Nah, I don't
yeah,
think
this
it's
a real.
exhibition.
I think this is a real fight. Yeah.
Boxing analysts immediately started breaking down the press conference dynamics. Reports suggest ESPN's Stephen A. Smith went on First Take and said Floyd looked uncomfortable and caught off guard by Manny's aggression. According to sources, Stephen A. mentioned that Floyd is used to controlling narratives, but Manny took control of this press conference and made Floyd look defensive. Insiders claim Stephen A. predicted this heated energy will carry through to fight night and potentially make Floyd fight emotionally instead of sticking to his usual calculated defensive style. Max Kellerman's analysis apparently focused on the contract controversy. Sources say Max discussed how Floyd trying to call it an exhibition publicly while the contract says professional fight shows Floyd is worried about his record. According to reports, Max mentioned that a confident Floyd Mayweather wouldn't care about labels. He'd just say he's going to win regardless. Insiders claim Max said Floyd's behavior at the press conference reveals real concern about Manny's current form after that competitive draw with Mario Barrios. Teddy Atlas weighed in on the face-off intensity according to insiders. Reports suggest Atlas said the nearly 2-minute stare-down showed both fighters have genuine animosity that goes beyond promotional tactics. Sources claim Atlas mentioned that when fighters hold eye contact that long without blinking or looking away, it means they're both trying to establish psychological dominance before the actual fight. According to people who heard Atlas's commentary, he said this rematch feels more personal than their first fight because both fighters have something significant to prove at this stage of their careers. Andre Ward's reaction focused on Floyd's body language throughout the event. Insiders say Ward noticed how Floyd kept his arms crossed and leaned back during most of the press conference, which Ward interpreted as defensive posturing. Sources claim Ward said elite fighters typically lean forward and engage directly when they're confident, but Floyd's closed-off body language suggested discomfort with the situation. Reports indicate Ward predicted that Floyd might be regretting signing the contract for a professional fight instead of negotiating for an exhibition format. The betting odds apparently shifted after the press conference, according to gambling insiders. Sources say Floyd opened as a significant favorite at -220, but after the press conference, his odds moved to -180, while Manny's odds improved from +180 to +150. People close to Las Vegas sportsbooks claim they saw increased betting action on Pacquiao immediately following the heated exchange. According to reports, bettors interpreted Manny's confidence and Floyd's defensive attitude as signs that this fight might be more competitive than originally expected. Promotional teams for both fighters started damage control immediately after the event. Insiders claim Floyd's team released a statement saying Floyd was just having fun with the media, and his comments were taken out of context. Sources say the statement emphasized that Floyd is training seriously and preparing for a real competitive fight regardless of what label anyone puts on it. According to people who saw the statement, Floyd's team tried to walk back his exhibition comments while maintaining his confidence about winning easily. Manny Pacquiao's team took the opposite approach according to reports. Sources say MP Promotions immediately released video clips of the contract discussion and Manny's comments about fighting for legacy over money. Insiders claim Manny's team is using the press conference confrontation as promotional fuel to position Manny as the honest fighter, while painting Floyd as someone trying to protect his record by downplaying the fight's significance. People close to the promotion say this narrative plays perfectly into Manny's underdog status and Filipino fighting spirit brand. Netflix executives reportedly held an internal meeting after the press conference to discuss the massive social media response. Sources claim Netflix leadership was extremely pleased with how the event went, despite the heated exchanges. Insiders say Netflix's goal was generating buzz and making people care about the fight emotionally. According to people familiar with the meeting, Netflix executives are now planning additional press conference events and face-offs in different cities to maintain momentum through September. The international media coverage has been extensive according to reports. Sources say Filipino media outlets are running non-stop coverage of Manny calling Floyd a liar and defending the professional fight contract. Insiders claim Philippine news channels are framing this as Manny standing up for his country's honor against Floyd's disrespect. Reports suggest the press conference is being positioned in Filipino media as proof that Manny will finally get revenge for the 2015 loss. American sports media has focused more on Floyd's apparent discomfort and contradictions, according to sources. Insiders say major outlets like ESPN, Fox Sports, and Showtime are analyzing why Floyd keeps trying to minimize the fight's importance publicly. Reports suggest American boxing analysts are questioning whether Floyd genuinely believes he'll win easily or if he's setting up excuses in case he loses.